Hello my friends, and thank you for joining me for a very special video today. I finally received my reward for 2 months of no cigarettes, which was I treated myself to the Absolute V for Vendetta graphic novel, which I've been eyeballing for years now, but could never justify the hefty price tag of $100 plus. Until now, until I finally made the step to give up smoking, and then I could justify the cash as a reward for myself for this beautiful piece of artwork. So I received it in the mail yesterday, and as I said on my Journey Back to Health, the previous episode, I was going to do an unboxing. And I kind of struggled with the idea back and forth of whether I really wanted to do it or not, because it's been quite some time since I did an unboxing type video. But I decided today to go for it. I've been, sitting on my hands and biding my time the last 24 hours, trying to resist not opening the box, which has been very difficult for me. I just wanted to tear it apart yesterday when it came in the mail, but I refrained from doing so until I had made my decision on whether I wanted to make this unboxing video or not, and evidently I decided to go for it. So hopefully you'll enjoy this unboxing, and maybe it'll encourage you as well to take the leap and to purchase this amazing graphic novel, which I'll talk about here in just a moment. Now, as I turn the camera around, I'm just going to focus on my computer screen here, and forgive the state of my room, my office here. It's in a complete state of disaster. I have been somewhat lazy when it comes to cleaning my office lately. My desk is just scattered with all kinds of crap. But anyway, I took my mask off so you can better hear me. I just wanted to explain quickly what this graphic novel is. So basically, the Absolute V for Vendetta, from what I understand, is a collection of all of the comics put together neatly in a hardcover format in this amazing graphic novel. I could have bought each individual book or comic if I really wanted to, but I decided that it'd probably be more cost effective, and not to mention that it's just such a beautiful piece that I decided to go with this one rather than buying each individual comic, which I'm sure the first edition of this series has become wildly popular and probably super expensive at this point. So I'm just going to go over this here. I mean, obviously you can check this out if you want to, but just for the sake of the video and for consistency, I just wanted to bring everyone who's watching up to speed on what exactly this is. So for my description, I accessed vertigocomics.com, which is a good favorite comic site of mine. And so again, it's Absolute V for Vendetta. The average US retail price is $99 plus, if you're ordering it online, you're gonna add taxes and shipping and all that fun stuff. To go over the description here real quick, so Alan Moore and David Lloyd's powerful epic about loss of freedom and individuality gets the absolute treatment for the first time in this new oversized slipcase edition, taking place in a totalitarian England following a devastating war that changed the face of the planet. V for Vendetta was inspired for the hit 2005 movie starring Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving. This amazing graphic novel spotlights a mysterious man in a white porcelain mask and his young protege as they fight political oppressors through terrorism and seemingly absurd acts. It's a gripping tale of blurred lines between ideological good and evil, and details a world where political and personal freedoms are non-existent. This new edition features the improved production values and coloring from the 2005 hardcover in larger format for optimum enjoyment of the stunning art and story that the Portland Mercury called perhaps Moore's most powerful work. So that kind of builds it up for you, and it's really the suspense is really surmounting here in my mind as I'm reading this. I can't wait to open this box. So without further ado, here is the box that it came in. And a strange thing to note also is that it actually came in a giant burlap sack, which was rather strange. My wife went out yesterday to pick up some errands and do some things around town, and she stopped by the post office to pick this up for me since we got a notice saying that it had arrived. And not thinking anything of it, she thought, you know, I had ordered a couple of other things as well. She probably thought it was one of those smaller things, but this came in a massive burlap sack. I'm not sure why. And it was wrapped in another sheet of plastic as well, and then within that there was bubble wrap as well, some pretty big layers of bubble wrap, and then within that there was this box. And this is as far as I've gotten as far as unwrapping it goes. This is the step where I'm at. So let's dive right in. Alright, so here we are, folks, and again you can see the retail price here, $99 US, $121 Canadian, and I actually managed to get it for a bit cheaper than that online. So if you're thinking of picking this one up, make sure you do your research, get the best possible value, but expect to pay at least $100 for it. Alright, so here we go, and again I'm having to hold the camera while I do this, so just bear with me. Alright, the moment of truth. I hope they packed this well for me, then it's not damaged in any way. So far so good. I'm already excited from what I'm seeing here. Apparently that comes in a box that has some cool artwork on the front and on the back. And then obviously the book itself is going to have some pretty neat artwork as well. And for anybody who didn't know, I'm a huge fan of V for Vendetta. Obviously you've seen me with the Guy Fawkes mask. This is, you know, one of, if not my favorite movie. It's hard to pick one favorite when you're picking favorites, but if I were forced to pick one favorite movie, this would have to be it. So I figured, what better graphic novel to get and to purchase and to reward myself for my achievement of quitting smoking than my favorite movie's graphic novel. So here it is. Let me back up a little bit so you can see it. So there is the, I don't know if that's the front or the back cover of the box. It doesn't seem to be damaged in any way that I can tell. It's got, which I'll show you in a moment here on the bottom, it's got the serial number with the barcode. It has vertigocomics.com, suggested for mature readers. It's got the same retail price on it, $99 US, 121 Canadian, 122 Canadian. Printed and bound in China. So I will show you that side of it as well as the top here, which there's nothing. The side where the book comes out of is right here. You can see, if I turn it this way, and you can see here the Absolute V for Vendetta, Alan Moore, David Lloyd, Vertigo Comics. And then we have the other side of the box, which has got this like brick pattern with the V symbol on it. And if we zoom in a little bit here, we've got another description which I'll read very quickly. So the Absolute V for Vendetta, a frightening tale of the loss of freedom and identity in a chillingly believable totalitarian world. V for Vendetta stands as one of the highest achievements of the comics medium and a defining work for creators Alan Moore and David Lloyd. Crafted with sterling clarity and intelligence, this groundbreaking story captures both the suffocating nature of life in an authoritarian police state and the redemptive power of the human spirit which rebels against it. Sounds kind of familiar. Our world is almost shaping up to be like this fictional world. Kind of a scary thought. The Absolute V for Vendetta collects DC Comics' original 10-issue series in its entirety, including all of the never-before reprinted bridging pages, newly colored by David Lloyd for this edition, which ran between the issue's story pages. This deluxe slipcased volume also includes Lloyd and Moore's introductions to the series, as well as Moore's extended history of its creation, Behind the Painted Smiles, a newly expanded sketchbook section by Lloyd. So that's kind of exciting. I was sort of aware of that, but it's a reminder again that there's some bonus material in here as well. So, and then the other side of the box is the same as the side that has the book coming out of it. So, all right, so it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I'm not seeing any dented corners, no scuffs or marks of any kind that I can tell so far. So that's a bonus for the seller of this, which if you're interested, you can to know who I bought this off of, you can message me, but I'm not going to share that in this video. But if you really want to know, then send me a private message and I will let you know where I got this. And I think they had a couple other copies as well, and it was the cheapest price with the fastest shipping that I could find online. So, and it took about, I want to say a week, maybe a week and a half for it to get here, so that's not too bad. I actually bought it from a Canadian vendor, and it came from America. It came from the States somehow, so not sure why that was. But anyway, now I'm going to try and be very careful here when I'm opening this to not scratch anything or cut anything other than the plastic. I try to be as careful as possible since it is in such pristine condition right now. I don't want to damage it in any way. I would like this book to remain in near mint condition as long as possible, since anybody who knows about comics knows that to preserve the comics, or any graphic novel really, to preserve its value, you have to make sure that it stays in mint condition, or at least near mint. Not that I plan on selling this thing anytime soon, but probably ever. I do own a couple of other graphic novels, namely the Stephen King Dark Towers series. I don't have them all yet. I've been waiting for them to come down in price a little bit and picking them up at Comic-Cons and comic shops on the rare occasion where I actually go to those places. But this is the first major book that I got. Those other ones, the Dark Towers series books, are only about 20-25 bucks a piece, so nothing compared to this. So here we go. Get rid of that plastic. And once again, a quick look at the box, which is in very, very good mint condition, even I would say. Not seeing any scuffs, no scratches. Yeah, this is just pristine right here, and I need to keep this away from my kids so it stays that way. This here is sort of a concern for me, and again, it might seem as though I'm being a little finicky right now, but this this paper that they had on it was glued there with something, a light adhesive, and it actually did come off a bit here on the book. So maybe I'll look at cleaning that up a little bit later, but no big deal. Looks like it's just a little bit of paper and glue that's on there that hopefully will come off. But let's get into it. So I'm guessing this just comes out this way. Yep. So here we go. Just put this down for a moment and set the box aside. Again, there's a look at the box. It's hard to get it all in the screen here, but there you go. It's pretty large book. I mean, there's got to be a lot of pages in there because it's pretty big. Can't wait to start reading this. And as I saw before when I was doing my research on this book, the book itself has some pretty nice artwork on the front and on the back as well, which I'll just show here real quick. There's the rose, the staple leave behind of V when he kills someone. It has a funny smell to it. It smells like, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's where it was kept in the shop, I'm not sure. There's the front cover. I believe that's the front. Yeah, I think that's the front here, which is V with his mask and the hand in front of his face. So there she be, folks. There is a book cover on it as well, which seems to be made of like a plastic, or maybe like a plastic. Yeah, it looks like a plastic covered paper, almost like a poster paper. And just to have a look at what that looks like without it. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. Wow, I love that. I love the color. Black and red are my favorite colors, so this is just beautiful to me. Hopefully that's coming across in the video. I can't really tell if that's making its way over through the video, but it's a picture of the mask hanging on a hook, and it's just a beautiful black color with like a shiny metallic red almost. You got the title here on the side of the book, Vertigo Comics, and nothing on the back. So I'm going to put the cover back on it. And on the inside we have, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like oh, I see what it is. It's the fist. Here's V's fist when he's just about to, in the movie, when he's about to knock the dominoes over, when everything starts falling into place. When his plan starts coming together, it's symbolic of that. So very, very excited, folks. Very excited. I hope you can feel that coming across. This is about as excited as I get for this kind of stuff. So the pages are very large and thick. I'm going to be extra careful not to damage this. I almost feel like I want to put some gloves on to read this and turn the pages with a pair of tweezers or something, but absolutely amazing. The artwork is just fantastic. The colors are just so vibrant and deep. Not sure what kind of printing they use for this, but it's definitely representative of the comics. So here it looks like this is the first comic that was released, volume 1 of 10, September of '88, and it cost $2 US, $2.95 Canadian at the time. And I'll bet you if I look this up, this particular comic's probably worth thousands, I would imagine, if not, hundreds of dollars. Yeah, based on the fact that this compilation book is worth $100, I'm guessing the first issue is probably, at least that, if not more. So very cool, very cool. I'm not going to go over each page, so I want to discover this on my own when I have some free time, but wow, this is exciting for me. Very exciting. And to just skim through it real quick, wow, Evie looks quite different in this book. I've never actually seen the comics, so this is all new to me. There, just to give you an idea. You know, there's another comic. What I really like so far about this, guys, is that the pages are nice and thick. I don't have to worry about them crimpling or crumpling or ripping. The pages are very thick, much thicker than, say, a comic book would be. Oh, and here's looks like a page marker. There's a little piece of material here, as well as a little thread that I'll have to snip here in a moment. But the page marker was on, maybe this is a sign of some sort, not that I believe in those type of things, but volume 3 of 10, November 88, suggested for mature readers. So, okay, looks like they just kind of randomly put it anywhere. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today, is just unboxing this amazing book, and highly recommend it for everyone. Even though I haven't read the book, it's just, I can already tell that I'm gonna greatly enjoy this. And if I can control myself from reading this all in one shot, which might be entirely possible because it's how fascinating and amazing it is to me, it should last me a little while if I take it slow and I really savor it. So I shouldn't be doing this. I always tell myself not to jump to the end and look at stuff, but I just want to see this artwork that they've included on it. Maybe give you a little sneak peek as to what it looks like. Look at that. What a beautiful picture. These silhouettes are just, well, there's some sketches actually, some artist sketches. That's awesome. That is awesome. But anyway, I won't spoil anything else for you. There's the picture that we've all seen of it, even the one that was on the Vertigo site. But anyway, I won't spoil any more of it for you in case you happen to pick this up and you want to enjoy it firsthand for the first time. But definitely, if you're in my situation and you feel like you want to reward yourself with something and you like V for Vendetta, this is the book to get. This is for you. So I hope you enjoyed the unboxing video. Thank you for joining me and sharing in my excitement. And I will see you on the channel again soon for most likely another episode of A Journey Back to Health. So take care, everyone. Be safe. And peace out. Bye-bye.